stay in your seats, because if you tried to leave, you would have to kill you. No, that's not right. Okay. Our show today is Hello, Shakespeare. And it is meant to be an introduction to the life and the works of William Shakespeare. So I hope you enjoy the show and learn a little bit about the greatest playwright in Western civilization. Thank you.
All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merrily players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. These famous words comparing the world to a stage were written around 400 years ago by William Shakespeare, about whom our play is concerned. William Shakespeare was the greatest writer of plays and the most wonderful storyteller the world has ever known. Shakespeare, who is often called a bard or poet, was born in England, but we know very little about his life. Believe it or not, there were one way or another dozens of ways of spelling his name, and some of them are pretty silly. Shall we see a few?
Ta-da!
Will you stop that and show the right word?
Ta-da!
That's better. This, as many of you know, is the spelling most commonly used today. Thank you. You may leave now. No, not you. You're supposed to stay and tell us a little bit about Shakespeare's life, remember? You practiced it long enough.
I sure did. Boring.
Stop it and get serious.
Yes, sir.
Now, take out your notes and begin.
William Shakespeare, often called the Bard of Avon. No. William Shakespeare, often called the Guard of Avon.
Not guard! Bard! Bard of Avon! Where did you get guard from?
Here. Oh, you're right. It was Bard.
Yes, now start over and you be on your guard.
William Shakespeare, often called the Bard of Avon, was born in 1966.
No.
That can't be right. 1564.
Yes, 1564.
On April 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, or the 22nd. Boy, what a memory he had. He couldn't remember what day he was born. Anyway, his mother and parents were kind of rich. But on his father's side, you know, they were all peasants.
Peasants! Peasants, not pheasants!
Peasants, that's what I said.
I'll continue.
The house in which Billy was born.
William! Please.
The house in which William Please was born still stands today, and it's about the same when he was born, except for the admission fee. You see, now it's a museum. They charge you money to get in. You get it? Anyway, William Shakespeare, he lived as a boy. I mean, as a boy, William Shakespeare lived in a little town of Stratford on the Avon River. Now, believe it or not, the elementary school he attended, it's still being used today, even though he only went there for a few years. Lucky kid! Anyway, when Shakespeare turned 18, he married Anna Hathaway, and after a while, Shakey became a daddy.
Heavens! St. William became a father.
Heavens! William became a father. A few years later, Shakespeare became a father again of twins. Boy, they meant double trouble for him. After a few more miserable years, memorable years, the bard got bored of Stratford, so he went to London alone. Those kids probably drove him crazy. Whatever the reason, he had Shaky kept it pretty secret. For the next 7 years, Shaky let no one know what he was doing. If you ask me, I think he did something worse than stealing. He became one of these teachers in here. Ugh.
Are you finished?
No.
Well, cut it short.
Okay, Shakespeare became a popular writer of plays, part owner of a theater, and an actor. In fact, when they had to show a tree on stage, Shakespeare painted green leaves all over his body, painted his legs brown, and he took the part of a tree, a willow tree. Get it? Willow? Anyway, Willie finally kicked the bucket. He died in 1616. Over his graves are these words: "Cursed be he that moves my bones." And this player probably make him turn over in his grave.
What's the matter?
The end.
Finally! Thank you very much. I'm sure we all enjoyed your report and learned very little. Of course, I do mean very much. Thank you. You may leave now. No, this way. Shakespeare wrote 3 kinds of plays: comedies,
mine elbows.
What's the big idea? You're not supposed to come out now. You're finished.
You bet thy life he is. More of his conversation would infect my brain.
What brain? You are not worth another word.
And who are you?
Shakespeare, fair maiden. William Shakespeare at thy service.
What? You're dead.
He sure is. And he spills it.
Stop his mouth! And let him speak no more.
Oh, I know who you are. You're one of our actors.
I am not an actor.
You might even tell that one.
I heard what was going on here and made my bones turn in my grave. So here I am.
Big deal.
Then speak. I know he wasn't very respectful. I'm going to deal with him later.
In the first place, I was born on April 23rd. And my father was neither a peasant nor a pheasant. He was a tradesman.
He was a bird.
I would grind your bones to dust.
Stop it! Continue, sir.
My children did not drive me crazy. Well, not all the time. And my being arrested for hunting deer on private property is pure legend, through and through.
It is not.
It is too.
It is not.
It is too.
Stop it! You may leave. Now.
Yes, you may leave now.
Not you, sir. You.
Me? Oh, you'll be sorry.
Out, you mad-headed ape! A plague on you! Oh, his tongue is bad, but his face is even worse. I love my wife and children, and what I did between 1585 and 1592 is none of anyone's business. Dost thou understand?
I understand, Mr. Shakespeare.
Good. If it should ever happen that you have someone tell the story of my life again, be sure that he knows exactly what he is saying and tells the truth.
Yes, sir, I'll do that.
And none of that nonsense, huh? Modern youth have no respect for the dead. Not even for the living.
I know.
Farewell. I once wrote that parting can be such sweet sorrow. But not in this case. Farewell!
Imagine, Shakespeare himself was here. Oh dear, I hope he isn't too upset. We must continue our program. Where was I? Oh yes! Of the 37 plays that Shakespeare wrote, 14 are comedies, 13 are tragedies, and 10 are histories. Let's see if we can show you what these three kinds of plays are like. First, the comedy. This is a happy story where many funny things take place that make you laugh, like this, for example. That was funny. I mean, that was a comedy. A tragedy, on the other hand, deals with a very sad story. Many unhappy things take place, and it usually ends with the death or murder of a number of people. Some tragedies are loaded with more horror than a Frankenstein movie. Let's see our actors give you a quick idea of a tragedy. Thank you, actors. I said, thank you, actors! History plays by Shakespeare are stories of actual events that took place in English history. They deal with wars, battles, heroes, kings, and queens. Let's hear our actors give you a quick idea of the history. Thank you, actors. Now we will take a look at some of the most popular comedies written by Shakespeare.
The Taming of the Shrew is about a pesky and nagging wife whose husband finally tames her. In the comedy of errors, you have a pair of twins who look so much alike that they create a lot of trouble.
Twelfth Night is also about twins and the fun and trouble they cause. In The Merry Wives of Windsor, you have a group of ladies from the town of Windsor who make a fool of a silly old fat man who's always bothering them.
And as you like it, you have a girl who dresses like a boy. It confuses everyone. And A Midsummer's Night's Dream is a fairy tale about elves, kings, queens, and magic. Now, what are these kind of plays?
Comedies!
Next, we will take a look at the names of some of the most popular tragedies written by Shakespeare.
Hamlet is about a young and handsome prince who avenges the death of his father. Macbeth is about witches, ghosts, and the murder of a king. Julius Caesar is about a great Roman general who was stabbed to death by the people he knew.
Romeo and Juliet is about two teenage lovers who die for the love of one another. Antony and Cleopatra is about a famous Egyptian queen who lets a poisonous snake bite her and she dies.
Finally, King Lear is about a father with two cruel and ungrateful daughters. We have the names of what kind of play?
Tragedies.
Finally, we will take a look at some of the most popular histories written by Shakespeare.
Richard III was a very wicked English king. Henry VIII was the king who had 6 wives. Henry V was the king who was happy with one wife who spoke only French. And King John was the king who had no wife at all. Now what kinds of plays are these? Histories!
Thank you. You know, the theaters they had in Shakespeare's time are different from the ones that we have today.
Wait a minute! Don't say another word!
What's going on here?
I am one of Shakespeare's greatest characters.
You are not. You're my helper. That's who you are.
Do you think I just get your face? I am one of Shakespeare's most handsomest, cutest, and wonderful characters.
Oh, you are you?
Do you think I just gentleman? No.
You're my helper, and that's that. Cutest character, but I'll go along with you. Tell us, cutie, what is your name?
My name is Robin Goodfellow, but the world calls me Puck. Puck at your service.
That figures. A mischief maker from A Midsummer's Night's Dream. Well, you sure created enough trouble here already.
I knew you started talking about the theaters in William Shakespeare time, so I came to tell the truth facts.
What you say and the truth are two vastly different things.
Well, let me tell the people the absolute truth facts. See, first, our plays always took place in the daytime. You see, we had no sunroof, so the sun came through and lit up the stage. We had no scenery like you do, or curtain, or even electricity.
Well, so far so good.
And second, ladies or girls never acted in plays. Boys always took the part of the woman.
That sounds like male chauvinism.
Like it or not, that's the way it was. Say, how would you like to see some of Shakespeare characters come to life right here and now?
Oh, yes, indeed, I would.
Oh, but they're not as lovable as I am.
You lovable? Never. The word is trouble.
Oh, all I have to do is say the magic word, and it's as good as done. But first, you open that. Now, everyone, close your eyes. That means you two. Come on, you guys. No peeking. G cum meeklum rec. G cum meeklum rec. Abracadabra, Niagara Falls. Abracadabra, Niagara Falls. Now appear.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
Why can't Hamlet make up his mind?
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore thou, Romeo?
Speak again, bright angel.
Where are you, Romeo? Romeo!
Romeo and Juliet, the two most famous lovers in the world.
Oh, humbug.
Let's talk of graves, of worms and epitaphs.
much. In fact, he talks way too much. Big mouth. Now, here's Richard III, just after losing his horse in battle.
A horse! A horse! My kingdom for a horse!
Here.
Gee, thanks.
He might not be so thankful if he knew those were his last famous words.
Oh, this must be Catherine, Henry V's French princess learning English.
The hands, the shoulders, the foot, and the head.
Boy, is she mixed up.
Oh, I think this is Duke Orsino from 12th Night. He loves music and romance.
If music be the food of love, rock on!
Oh, look, and here comes the beautiful Queen of Egypt, Cleopatra.
Give me my crown. Put on my robe. I have immortal longings in me.
She's no Elizabeth Taylor.
I'm positive who this is. She's Lady Macbeth walking in her sleep. Her conscience is bothering her because she had a lot to do with the murder of a king.
All the perfume of Arabia cannot sweeten this little hand. Blood!
She's a nightmare, that's what she is. Oh! Something wicked come this way.
These have to be the witches from Macbeth.
Oh, when shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain?
When the holy battle is done, when the battle's lost and won. That will be the heir of the set of sun. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burning, cauldron bubbles.
Woo! It's not even Halloween yet.
Ugh, that was fun, wasn't it? Shakespeare, however, was really very serious most of the time, and that's the way people generally picture him. Let's see what he had to say about a common serious situation. The differences between old and young people.
Ah, the generation gap.
Right, it's from one of his longer poems.
I should hide behind the stage and hear what they would tell of age.
Crabbed age and youth cannot live together. Youth is full of pleasance, and age is full of care. Youth like summer morn, and age like winter weather. Youth like summer brave, and age like winter bear. Youth is full of sport, and age's breath is short. Youth is nimble, and age is lame. Youth is hot and bold, and age is weak and cold. Youth is wild, and age is tame. Age, I do abhor thee. Age, I do abhor thee. Youth, I do adore thee.
Now, I wonder if she ever called him.
Say, how would you like to see a few more short scenes from some of Shakespeare's plays?
Oh, right on.
The first is from Othello.
You must remove Cassio.
What do you mean remove him?
Why? Making him incapable.
Oh!
Knock out of his brains.
Ow!
The next is a brief scene from As You Like It. Rosalind is asking her friend questions about her boyfriend.
What said he? How parted he with thee? How looked he? Answer me in one word.
Next, we have Hamlet talking to his stepfather, the king.
Now, Hamlet, where is Polonius?
At supper.
At supper. Where?
Not where he eats, but where he has eaten. A serpent group of worms are at him.
Alas, alas. Now, where is Polonius?
In heaven! Send there to see. If your messenger find him not there, seek him in the other place yourself.
I've seen better faces in my time than stands on any shoulder I've seen before me.
Didn't Shakespeare have a neat way of insulting people? But I think your faces are all nice. I don't know about your shoulders, but your faces are nice. Now, all kidding to one side here, we didn't show anything about the best play of all, A Midsummer's Night Dream.
I know, but I was leaving that until the end.
Oh, goody.
A very confusing plot. Let's take a look at a few characters. First, there's Oberon and Titania, king and queen of the fairies. They fight a lot.
Ill meant by moonlight, proud Titania.
What, jealous Oberon? Fairies skip hints, I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton, am I not thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of Corin sat all day, playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Phillida. Why art thou here, come from the farthest steppe of India? But that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buskin mistress and your warrior love to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credits for Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus? Didst thou not lead him through the glimmering night for Perigenia, whom he ravished, and make him with fair Ego break his faith with Ariadne and Antiopa?
These are the forgeries of jealousy, and never since the middle summer spring met we in hill and dale, forest or mead, by paved fountain or by rushy brook, or in the beached margin of the sea, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the wind, piping to us in vain as in revenge, hath sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which, falling in the land, hath every pelting river made so proud that they have overborne their continents. The ox hath therefore stretched his yoke in vain, the green corn hath rotted ere his youth attained a beard. The human mortals want their winter here. No night is now with him or carol blessed. Therefore the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air that rheumatic diseases do abound. And through this distemperature we see the seasons alter. The spring, the summer, the childing autumn, angry winter, all change their wonted liveries for the mazed world. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Watch it Titania cross out Oberon. I do but beg and change little boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votaress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air by night full often hath she gossiped by my side, and sat on Neptune's yellow sands to mark the embarked traders of the flood, which she, with pretty and with swimming gait following, her room is rich with my young squire, did sail upon the land and fetch me trifles, and return again as from a voyage rich with merchandise. But she, being mortal, that boy did die. And for her sake I do rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood until you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. And if you will patiently dance in our rounds and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies away, we shall chide down right if I longer stay.
Next, we have the four lovers. Demetrius loves Helena, but then later falls in love with Hermia. Hermia loves Lysander. Lysander loves Hermia. Well, you get the point, but in the end, nobody loves poor Helena.
How happy some or some others can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she.
But what of that, Demetrius thinks not so. He do not know what all but he do know. And as he as, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities, things base and vile, folding no quantity, love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks with the eyes and not with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. Nor has love mind of any good judgment taste, wings with no eyes figure unheededly haste. And therefore is love said to be a child, because in choice he is so oft beguiled. As waggish boys in game themselves forswear, for the boy's love is perjured everywhere. For as Demetrius looked on Hermia's eye, he held down oaths that he was only mine. And with this hail, some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he go tomorrow night, pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have this sight thither and back again.
Last, we have Shakespeare's most beloved character of all, Puck.
Hear me, can't you see? I'm the true Puck, obviously. Plus I have the wings. Now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behows the moon, whilst the heavy plowman snores, all with weary task foredone.
Boo.
Now the wasted brands do glow, whilst the screech owl screeching loud.
Get off the stage, please.
Well, now 'tis the time of night that the churchway past the glide. Everyone lets forth their sprite. In the graves that gaping wide. Well, if you think you can do it better, then do it. Now, and we fairies that do run by the triple Hecate's team from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream. Now, our frolic, not a mouse, shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door.
Now you will see a scene from the play, which is a play within the play.
Oh, great. I think this is the greatest scene Shakespeare ever wrote.
It certainly is comical. Say, why don't you introduce the 6 characters in it while I check things backstage?
So no sooner said than done. You would see a play presented by 6 simple workmen before the royal court. As you will quickly notice, they're all lousy. I mean lousy. They're all poor actors. They're acting out the story of 2 sweethearts, Pyramus the man and this be the woman. So that we all know it is nighttime, one man should take the part of the moon, another one takes the part of the wall that separates the 2 sweethearts. Imagine that. We also have a narrator who tells the story. Bloopity, 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 bloop. All you spirits of time and space prepared before I get us this place, make this stage a palace scene from William Shakespeare's famous dream. The first one is our storyteller. His name is Quince. Here comes Pyramus. He is followed by Wall. Next is our beautiful heroine, Thisbe. Behind her comes Moonshine. And last but not least is our villain, the lion.
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on till I make all things plain. This man is Thisbe, if you would know. This beauteous lady Thisbe is certain. This man with line and rough cast doth present Wall, that vile Wall which did these lovers sunder, and through Wall's cheek poor souls are content to whisper. Whisper, whisper, whisper. This man with lantern dog and bushy thorn presenteth Moonshine, For if you would know, by moonshine did all these lovers think no scorn to meet at Nina's tomb. There to woo. This grisly beast, which Lion called by name, the trusted Thisbe, coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright. And as she fled, her mantle did she fall, which Lion vile with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat with bloody blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast, and Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let Lion, moonshine, and lovers twain at large discourse while here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion talks.
Don't worry about that. All the other jackasses can. One dumb lion can.
In this same interlude, it doth befall that I, one snout by name, present a wall, and such a wall as I would have you think, that had in it a craned hole and chink, through which the lovers Pyramus and Thisbe often whisper very secretly, this loom, this rough cast, this stone is doth that I am that same wall. And the truth is so, and this the craned is, right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Here comes Pyramus.
O grim-looked night, O night with you so black. O night, whichever art when day is not. O night, alack, alack, alack. I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And thou wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, which stands between her father's ground and mine. And thou wall, O sweet and lovely wall, show me thy cheek to blink through with mine eye. Show me thy cheek to blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove's shield well thee for this. But what I see, no Thisbe do I see, O wicked wall through whom I see no bliss.
Oh, wall, full often.
No.
Oh, wall. Full often hast thou heard my moan supporting my fair Pyramus in me. Thy cherry lips have often kissed thy stones with lime and hair knit up in thee.
I see a voice. Now will I to the chink to spy, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
Pyramus, my love thou art, my love.
I think.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kiss the wall, and not your lips at all.
Wilt thou at Ninny's tomb meet me straightway?
Tight life, tight death, I come without delay.
Thus I wall, my part this are so, and being so, thus wall away doth go.
You ladies, you whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may perchance both quake and tremble here when lion, rough and in wildest rage, doth roar, and know that I, one snug the joiner am.
A very gentle beast.
This lantern doth the horned moon present. Myself the man on the moon seems to be.
He should be the lantern. How else can he be the man on the moon?
Shh. Proceed, Moon.
All that I have to say is this lantern is the moon. I'm the man in the moon. This thorn bush, my thorn bush, and this dog, my dog.
This is old Ninny's tomb.
Ninus.
Ninny's.
Ninus.
Ninny's?
Ninus. Ninus.
Ninus, Ninus! Where is my love?
for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious golden glittering gleams, I trust to take truce if this be sight. But stay, O spite, but mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here? Eyes, do you see? How can it be? O dainty deer, O duck, thy mantle good? What? Stained with blood? Oh, wherefore nature didst thou lions frame, since Lionville has here destroyed my dear, which is no, which, my dear, was the fairest dame that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come tears, confound, outsword, outsword, and wound the pap of Pyramus, the left pap, where heart doth hop, boom, 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 boom. Thus die I, thus. Now I am dead. Now I am fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now die, 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 die.
With the help of a doctor, he might recover.
Asleep, my love? What? Dead, my dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak! Speak! Quite dumb. Dead? Dead? A tomb must cover thy sweet eyes, thy lily lips, thy cherry nose. These cowslip cheeks are gone, are gone. His eyes were green as leeks, tongue not a word. Come, trusty sword. Thanks. Come, blade, my breast and brew. And farewell, friends. Thus this beings. Adieu. Adieu. Adieu.
Yes, it was. Now, if you like this, wouldn't it be fun to see sometime an entire play by Shakespeare?
Yes, especially now that I know a lot more about Shakespeare, his times, his plays, and some of his characters like me.
Well, I'm not quite sure about you, but do you have any final words to say to our audience?
Indeed I do, and with the words of Shakespeare himself, good night unto you all. Give me your hands. If we be friends, and Robin should restore amends.
Thank you. We are going to take 5 minutes, because I know you have buses coming soon, to do a talk back with the actors. And in theater, what that means is, if you have any questions of any of our actors, please ask them. Any questions? Yes, ma'am. Okay.
How did you get bitten by the poisonous snake? Well, I was really sad that my husband, Mark Antony, died. I was in love with him. So I wanted to die also. So I let the snake bite me.
And was that a tragedy, a comedy, or a history? she play